Good evening, Wildcat fans. Welcome from the mildly warm St. Thomas Arena. Tonight we have a showdown between your Wildcats and the Mavericks from Mankato. Hopefully you can hear me all right. Someone maybe could throw in the group me, let us know the audio's coming through. That would be appreciated. Boys will gather the pucks, get a quick pep talk, and we'll have puck drop. Maybe we'll have the siblings get in on it. Soldier Boy is playing here in recognition of teammate Will Gannon. Will, one of 3 Wildcats unavailable this evening, along with James and Beckett. The bug is ravaging the team and all of the 55122 and surrounding zip codes. Also of note this evening, Michael Haynes, his time with Eagan has sadly come to a close. Michael and family heading down to Owatonna. So excited for the Haynes, but definitely going to miss Michael, that size, those silky mitts. So all the best to the Haynes family. We've got action here. Ethan and Bo battling at the blue line. Mavericks carried into the slot. The Wildcats able to chip it out to center ice. Wildcats get some new legs on the ice, and we've gotten offsides. Eagan with their stretch of 3 straight scrimmages, I believe. Fell to Minneapolis in the first one, and then edged Hudson 2-0. Poked away with that gold blonde hair there is Dean Aronson. Dean filling in to give the Wildcats a much needed 10 skaters here. Caden, he's tripped up. Comes out. Noah with a nice save there. Mavericks keep it in. Comes back to Caden. Caden will send it out. And Mankato will dump it back in. That one's sent behind the net. Caden will pick that one up. Poked away momentarily by Mankato. Caden Mohawks away from that. Chips it up to Everett. Now Nolan finds it. Nolan cuts to the middle, sends it up to Elliott. And Mankato, though, comes down the other way. Shot deflected into the corner there by Titan. Now Wyatt picks it up. He sends it over to Elliott. And we've got a puck out of play. Face-off will come down in the Wildcats' defensive zone to the right of Noah. Ethan will take this draw. He's flanked by Elliott and Bo up front. Wyatt and Titan at defense. Puck sent into the corner. Wyatt will pick it up. He's greeted by a pair of Mavericks. They come away with it. We'll send it back out to the point. Little D-to-D action. They send one in. Rebound. Yawning Neto, and Noah does a nice job sliding over. And the Mavericks push that one just wide. Mavericks controlling the play here as of late. That one deflects just over. Puck comes up to the blue line. Little dipsy-do there by number 81. Cuts into the slot, rifles a shot. And Noah gets that glove out there. Third save early here for McPherson in net. Nolan will take this draw. One back by the Mavericks. Caden in the corner, he'll swing it around. Dean's there, Dean will pick it up, taken away by Mankato. Mankato, with their second game today, they had a District 9 game earlier this afternoon. So they're not fresh, but they're in game action, certainly. Puck sent into the slot. Everett will pursue this one. He chips it up the boards. Everett's going to win that race. He's greeted in the corner by a Maverick. Nolan there now. Comes out to Nolan. Nolan fires a shot. Good save by the Mankato netminder. Some intel from the Mankato coach before the game. They're also experiencing the crud, and this is not their normal goaltender. I believe this is their fourth different goaltender in the last week. So adding some excitement here. Puck comes out to neutral ice. Titan will send it up to Bo. Bo looking for Ethan there, but that one was intercepted by 81. 81's been noticeable here from Mankato. Stricker, though, will slow him down. And Mankato sends it behind the net. They're throwing out into the slot. Good block there by Wyatt, sacrificing that body. Puck still bouncing around. And we have a whistle. So good look there for Mankato. Wyatt sacrificing the body. And Noah doing a good job of finding that loose puck. Shots in favor of Mankato, 5-1 early here. Face-off won by Ethan into the corner. Graham will chip that one out. Mankato, they get it back in. We got some ping pong here. And now Ethan will race after it. Mankato will wheel behind their goalie, put on the brakes, and head up the other way. Sidesteps Everett there, come down the left side, cut to the middle. And a rocket shot. Good job there by Caden, kind of stepping up and forcing that shot. Powerful shot. Right into the Wildcat logo on Noah's chest. And we've got a face-off. Left side of the young Wildcat goaltender. Shot off the face-off, and they score. A bang-bang play right off the face-off. Mankato gathered that loose puck, fired it home, picked a corner, and Mankato strikes first. Mankato gains the zone, puck down into the corner. Nolan battling there. Wyatt will join the mix. Nolan gathers it, chips it up for Everett. But Mankato really strong on the puck. Another shot right from the same area. And then Noah gets that glove out again. Noah getting tested here early and often. 5 skaters will switch. We'll do it all again. Mankato wins the face-off, back to the point. Shot, gloved away by Noah. Rebound, they score. Good first save by Noah. Puck settled in the slot. And Mankato was able to bang that one home for an early 2-0 lead. Face off here at center ice. Mankato gains the blue line. Nice poke check there by Graham. Mankato will send it deep. They chip it out. Bo will pick that up, and he'll head the other way. Go down the left side. He'll dump it in. Ethan pursues there. Picked up by Elliott. Elliott at the half wall. He fires a shot. Bo is going to be tripped up, and tripping call here. And we'll get an early look at the Wildcats' power play. Face-off sent below here. Chipped up to the half wall, and Mankato will come the other way. Number 64 down the right side. He'll fire a shot near the goal line, and that one's blockered away by Noah. Here comes Nolan down. Nolan at center ice. Poked away by Mankato, and they'll head the other way. Everett back with the back check. Slows that down. Chipped up. Nolan sends it to the far side over to Everett. Everett will spin around. Tried to send that one to the slot, but just failed on that. Failed to click there. And the purple will head the other way. Mankato sends one out into the slot. Everett knocks it away. Everett gets on those edges. He's knocked down. Here comes out to Ethan. Ethan cuts to his right, but that one's poked away. And we're going to have an offsides. 20 seconds left here on the Mavericks penalty. Shots 8-2 in favor of Mankato. Elliott picks this one up. Nice little toe drag there from Bauman. Ethan with it now. Ethan sends it up to the point. Titan will fire it in. That one's intercepted by Mankato and sent the other way. Here comes Mankato now, a 2-on-1. They fire a shot. Good save there by Noah. Puck comes back out into the slot. Mankato's unable to hold that one, and now Elliott will come the other way. Elliott gains the blue line. He's kind of hammered into the boards there, and yes, we're going to have another penalty against the Mavericks. Good work there by Bauman, drawing that penalty. Wildcats gain control here. Everett back to Caden. Caden wrists a shot. There's Dean on the slot, and Dean gathers that rebound. And there's a good response by the team in white. Wildcats strike on the power play. Good effort there. Everett won that battle in the corner. I think that was Everett. Sent it up to Caden. Caden unleashed that solid, hard shot. And Dean was there to knock in that rebound. Plaji wins that draw over to Dean. Dean gathers his own, chips it in deep. Nolan pressures there in the corner. Nolan wins that one. Sends it up near the point. Mankato's able to chip it up. Caden, good job there. Picked off, though, by Mankato. They had a lot of speed coming that way. And they were able to slip that one through the 5-hole. A really nice effort by the team in purple there. A nifty little shot. Knew he had Noah kind of sliding to his left and just tucked it in that 5-hole. A goal scorer's goal there. Mankato responds, 3-1. Bo with it. Bo will send it in. Elliott pursues. Ethan with it now. Ethan cuts. He's taken down, perhaps. But with 2 recent penalty calls, I think might be a minute before we get another one here. Meanwhile, Bo with it. He'll send it in. And Ethan is hit offsides. Ethan wins that over to Elliott, just a little bit out of his reach. And Mankato will cut down the left side. Good angling there by Titan. A shot, rebound out in front, and that one's steered away into the corner by Noah. Mankato with possession here. They chip it up to the point. Bo will battle there, but Mankato's going to chip it in and be just offsides. Monkey see, monkey do. Every other shift here for the boys in white. They will certainly sleep well tonight. Mavericks will circle around at center ice. Good poke check there by Everett. He stops that attack. Dean pursues here. He's pestering a player about 1.5 his size. Mavericks chip it in. Graham there. Almost cleared, but the purple and gold hold it in. Graham chips it up to Dean. That one's held in by the Mavericks. Mavericks with it below the goal line. They send one out in front. Blockered away by Noah. Got bodies on the ice everywhere. Shot goes just wide. Dean will pick this one up, and he's going to wheel around to the left. Dean scanning. He sends it up nicely to Nolan. Good pass there. Nolan, he crisscrosses, comes into the corner, tried to center it for Everett, but that one found the skate of Mankato. Mankato now, they'll transition the other way. Good job there by Elliott to slow that one down. Sent to the far side. Mankato will pick that one up and send it in deep. Wyatt's going to pick this one up. Comes up to just out of Elliott's reach there. Mankato tried to go back to the D. And Wyatt's going to find it in the corner. Wyatt with it behind the net. Comes out to Everett. Everett will turn, send it up to Ethan. Oh, that one was poked away by the Mavericks. They'll come in, fire a shot. There's that blocker from Noah. It's been active early and often. Bo with it now down the right side. He puts on the brakes. Sends it over to Elliott. Now it's bouncing around amongst the skates. And Mankato's going to come the other way. Mankato gains the Wildcat zone. They center one. That comes out to Elliott. Now Bo will send that down for an icing. 2:52 left in our opening period. 3-1 is the score in favor of Mankato. 9 shots to 2. Face off here in the Wildcats defensive zone. Tipped on net. Noah's going to gather that one. It comes out. And Nolan will chip it out to center ice. Dean picks this one up, and he'll send it in deep. Everett's going to win this one. Good hustle there by number 24 in white. He chips it up to Dean. Dean will send that back to Graham. Graham slaps one, and that one's steered into the corner. Good little effort here by the Wildcats. It's short-lived, however, as the Mavericks are able to clear. Finds Caden. Caden at neutral ice. Chips it up to Everett. Everett cuts to his right. He's got the puck, fires one. And that one again is steered into the corner. Good response here by the Wildcats. And Mankato's going to send this down for an icing. Couple of shots there to bring the Wildcats total up to 4. There's 1:59 remaining here in the first period. Ethan will take the straw. Bo at left wing, Elliott at right wing. Wide at left defense, Titan at right defense. Puck finds Elliott in the slot there. Puck's now bouncing around. And it's cleared out here by Mankato. Mankato gains the red line. Good effort there by Titan to force him into a turnover. And here comes Ethan. Ethan down the right side. He tried to center one. That one's knocked away. But Ethan picks it up. He cycles around, bangs away at a rebound there. Puck is still free. Fires another one, and that one just missed there. Good effort by Ethan. Meanwhile, the Mavericks come down the left side. Here's number 13 or 19. I don't know. He's got some good hands there. Comes out to 81. We've seen 81 a few times. His shot is tipped behind the net. Comes back up to the point. Now it's rolling around in the slot. Backhanded wide by Mankato. Mankato picks this one up. Elliott knocks it away over to Ethan. And Ethan will fling it up the far side where Graham will poke it out. Bo will pick up this puck. He's going to send it in and go for a change. Wildcats will get some quote-unquote fresh legs on the ice. Mavericks fly up the right side, and they'll send it deep. They'll get some new D and go to work. Nolan will pick this up. He slams on the brakes, comes out in the center there, poked away by Mankato. Mankato blocked by Caden into the corner. They circle around, and that shot, it goes just wide. Caden's going to pick this one up. He chips it up to Dean. Dean meets some resistance by Mankato. Now he's helped out by Caden. Wildcats unable to clear, but the buzzer says we'll help you out. After one, nice little response there late. Wildcats trail 3-1. Mankato really kind of commanded the first 2/3 of that period, but Wildcats showing some signs of life here and getting some shots. Welcome back. After getting the pep talk from head coach Charlie Bauman, the boys will switch sides and try to keep that momentum those last 3 to 4 minutes up. We still need one more skater out there. There we go. All right. Clearing attempt failed on by the Mavericks. Ethan, his backhander is tipped just wide. Comes back to the point. Graham, he'll fire one. That one's tipped. Ethan's going to pick this one up behind the net. the Mavericks will break it out and head the other way. Only for a moment, though, as Elliott took that away. He knocks it in over to Bo, but it's taken away by Mankato. And we're going to have offsides. Nolan will take this draw, joined by Dean and Everett up front. Hayden and Graham here at defense. Mavericks will gain the Wildcat zone. Picked up by Graham. Graham in the corner. He'll send it out to center ice. Everett, he's got his wheels going. He was potentially hooked there, it looked like. Graham will send it in, and again, just a hair offsides there. Face off here at neutral ice. Everett will pick this one up. He'll send it in deep, and the Wildcats look to get to work. Mankato in the corner with it. They'll chip it out. Held in, though, by Nolan. Comes out to Graham. Graham has some ice. And we've got a whistle. High stick. Yep. And high stick is the call. And so the face-off's going to come all the way down. Don't believe the high stick actually touched the puck. But that's all right. Ethan on the draw, he ties it up. Oh, he shows off those soccer skills, picks it with his feet, picked up by Titan, and Titan finds Bo. Bo will chip it up to the far blue line. There's Bo with it. He's tried to cut to his right, poked away by Mankato. Ethan with it now. Chipped into the Maverick zone, and they'll break up the left side this time. Mankato, a nice little right to left there. Titan recovered though and forced that into the corner, where Bo will pick it up. Bo will chip that one up to center ice. And Mankato will send it to the far side. A lot of open ice here. Long distance passes are connecting. Puck behind the net here. Ethan battles for it. He's joined by Titan. Titan backhands it over to Bo. And Bo is going to clear that one out to center ice. Mankato with it at the red line. He'll send it in. Attempt at a toe drag there. Knocked away by Elliott. And then that player didn't like the sound defensive play by Elliott. So he decided to give him a little check. And he's going to go sit in the sin bin. The Wildcats will get their third power play this evening. Let's see if we can cash in here. Nolan, Dean, and Everett up front. Graham and Caden at the point. Held in neatly by Caden. But we're going to have an offsides on the re-entry. Caden saved it, sent it in. It hit a skate and then came back out, and the Wildcats were offsides. Nolan, he gathers the puck, sends it out into the high slot there for Everett. And Mankato will break it up the right side. Good strong back check there by Everett. Mankato will fire one from distance. That one's padded away by Noah. And Everett now down the left side. Everett will fire a shot. That one goes wide. Dean picks it up, but Mankato's able to chip it out. Rowdy is there. He knocks it in. And we've had a lot of offsides in this game so far. .39 seconds left on the Wildcats power play. Ethan wins that one back to Titan, who sends it up to Elliott, and Elliott will send it in. Bo lost an edge as he was pursuing that one. So Mankato comes up the left side and is able to clear it out center ice. Wyatt with it there. He sends it up to Ethan. Ethan now, he cuts to his right. Chips it up to Elliott. Elliott battling in the corner. And Mankato comes the other way. Mankato now, they'll head down the right side. Good job there by Titan to poke that one away. Elliott will send this one up the right wall. Picked up by Mankato. They'll head low with it again. They center one, but no one was home. Wyatt with it. He sends it over to Bo. Bo scanning the ice, sends it up just out of the reach of Ethan. And Mankato will pick it up. Mankato sends it up to center ice. They've got some space. Good job there by Graham to slow that one down. Dean picks up the loose puck. Dean will send it over to Ethan. Just off the tip of his blade there. And sent over the left side where Mankato will head away with it. Down the right side. Chips it around. Oh, good play there by Graham. As that centering pass had a chance. They send it back in on net. And Noah's the hungry hippos there. Just got that hippo down a hair too late as that puck just squeezed through for the fourth goal. Feel for Noah on those one. Those are never fun. But he'll shake it off and be ready for the next one. Mankato, they gain the zone. Everett will pick that one up. And now Mankato, they center one, and it goes in. Deflected just inside the pipe. Mankato really controlling the play there. They sent it in. And it chipped up and over for a 5-1 lead. Here we go. Face off at center ice, controlled by Everett. Nolan will send it in, but that's picked up quickly by the Mavericks. The Mavericks will come down the right side. Poked away neatly by Graham. And sent down by Nolan. That one's going to be on net, though, so no icing. Not much pressure there by the Wildcats on the forecheck. Pretty easy breakout for the team in purple. Mankato down into the left corner. They'll wheel behind the net. Now they send it up to the point. They fire a shot. That one's blocked at the last moment by Graham. Comes back up to the point. Dean almost able to pick that one off. Now Everett battling at the half wall. He's tripped. No whistle there. And we maybe had an offsides there. Caden was knocked down, but Graham picks it up. Graham down the right side. He cuts into the slot, throws a backhander on net, and we've got a whistle. We've hit the halfway point. Brody in net now for the second half of the game. Face off. One over to Bauman. Elliott's shot. Good look there. Goes off the goaltender's helmet. Another centering pass just out of the reach. Wyatt holds it in here. He throws one into the slot. That's knocked away. Comes back out near the point. Titans there to contest. Wyatt with it. Wyatt will chip it over to the boards. Now comes back to Wyatt. He'll go behind the net. Loses it there to Mankato. But it's sent almost out. Unable to clear the Wildcats. Elliott, though, he knocks down that shot. Elise gets it out over the blue line, but we've got an offsides. .6:39 left in the second period. Shots 13-9 in favor of Mankato. Everett will kick that one out neatly to Dean. Dean sends it over to Nolan, but a strong back check there by Mankato. Comes out to center ice. Graham will chip it up the boards. Comes back to him. Now we'll get it deep. And Everett first on the puck. He battles behind the net, joined by Dean. Puck squirts free and Mankato picks it up. Mankato will head the other way down the right side. They gain the Wildcats' blue line. Now a nice centering pass there into the high slot. Just failed to click. Poked away by Nolan. And Mankato will send it deep again. Now they center one. That one's knocked away by Graham and chipped out to center ice. Mankato regroups. Nolan with it at center ice. Picked up by Mankato and sent back into the Wildcat zone. Graham with it. Nice little spin move there by Graham. Sends it up to Dean. Dean, a nifty little chip. Nearly connected there with Everett, but a good defensive effort on Everett by the team in purple. Graham sends that scoring chance back behind the net, and Dean will pick it up. Dean will break it out himself, and we're going to have an offsides. Very much looking forward to the future days of delayed offsides. We'll have the face-off here at center ice, taken by Ethan. Comes back to Titan. He'll chip it out. And we play some ping pong. Titan looking to connect again, but that one's picked off by number 81 on Mankato. He slams on the brakes. Fires one far side. Just failed to click there. Comes down. Looks like we're just going to narrowly have an icing. Third period, perhaps that puck, there's enough snow on the ice to slow it down. Nonetheless, we'll have a face-off down to the right of Brody. Ethan will pick off that puck at the blue line. And Mankato will chip it back in. Nice look there by Titan up to Bo. Bo with it. He sends it over to Ethan. Ethan now cuts to his right. He's tied up by a moment by Mankato. Now they'll battle in the corner. Elliott joins the scrum, as does Bo. Comes back out to Ethan. Ethan, smart play back to Titan. Titan's shot is blocked away, though, nicely by Mankato. Mankato on a lone break. Deeks, a good nifty move there. 6-1 Mankato. Appreciate the effort in the offensive zone there. Going back to our D. A good shot block by Mankato led to the lone break. And a nifty little deke for the finishing touch there. Mankato controls the face-off. Dean battles for it there at the blue line. And now Graham will pick it up. Graham spins around. Tried to hit Dean, but that one's picked off. Mankato now, they fire a heavy wrister, and that one clanks off the crossbar and out of play. Some heavy shots on this Mankato team. Face-off controlled by Mankato. Got it at the half wall, and they'll get it deep. Graham will pick that one up. He'll chip it up the boards. Looking for Nolan, but it's poked away by Mankato. Mankato now down in the corner there. Graham and Nolan throwing their size around. And Dean comes in and finds that loose puck. Dean chips it up to Everett. And now the Wildcats are able to break it out. But that's sent down for an icing. 3:08 left in our second frame. 6-1 Mankato. Face-off won by the Wildcats, but held in by the Mavericks. The Mavericks now, they find some space. They get in, and they do squeeze it through the 5-hole there. (7-1) Mavericks. These boys are gassed. The scoreboard might feel intimidating, but this is when you bear down and keep battling and win this final period and change. Bo will pick this one up. He'll gather the zone. And it sends one in on net. And that's sent into the corner. And Mankato comes up the left side. Wyatt chips that, knocks that one away into the corner. Quick bang bang one-timer in the slot. And Brody was there. Nice save by Brody. Good scoring chance there. Guess there's maybe a penalty. And see what it's for. Wyatt's in the box. So the Wildcats are short-handed. Not sure what the penalty call was. I may have missed it. I'm not sure if there was maybe a little scrum in front of the net. Wyatt, he's a feisty one. Maybe he was giving a player 4 to 6 inches bigger than him a little business for being by Brody. Not sure, purely speculation, but knowing the feistiness that's in Wyatt, that would be my proud guess. Nolan will take this draw. Controlled by Mankato. They go D to D, and that shot goes wide. Poked away neatly now by Caden. Caden will pick it up, and he'll send it out nicely to Nolan, but unable to quite complete the play. are the Wildcats as the Mavericks now gain possession. Nice little toe drag there. They fire a low, hard shot, and Brody with a good save. Graham with it. He'll chip it up to the blue line, held in. Graham will try it again under some duress. Same result there. And now Graham, third time is the charm, as he pitchforks that one out to center ice. Mankato will try the right side this time. Caden steps up. Forces that player to make a pass, and no one was home. Mankato, though, they gain the slot, fire a shot. That one goes just wide. Mankato tried to go D to D there, and that one just came out of the zone. They had to regroup. Mankato now into the slot. They'll turn on the brakes. Nice pass into the slot there, but an even greater save by Brody. Brody getting that big mid out to stop that, what looked like a for sure goal. Mankato, again, just really possessing the puck, kind of pouring it on here. They fire a shot, calmly sent aside by Brody. Mavericks possess it. Poked away by Elliott and sent up to Everett. And there's the buzzer. End of two. 7-1 Mavericks. One period left. We'll be back in a minute. All right, here we go. Start of the third. Wildcats down a daunting 7-1 deficit here. Sure, Coach Charlie just had a chat with them between periods, telling them to keep battling hard, win this period, be ready for the next game. Quick scoring chance there, right off the draw. Elliott will pick it up and send it down for an icing. As we only have an hour of ice time tonight, just a ref scrimmage. We've got about 5 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the game. So nonetheless, finish strong for 5 minutes. Might not be a full third period, but something to build off of for the next game. Titan will pick this one up. He'll send it over to the far side. Bo will gather it. He's greeted by a couple of Mavericks. He'll try it again. Sends it up to Ethan. Ethan with it. Poked away, but Elliott's there. And Mankato regains control. Mankato with it now down the right side into the corner. Circle behind the net. Comes up into the slot, bouncing around. They fire a shot. Brody able to calmly save that one. Comes up to Elliott. Elliott's tied up. Does get it over the blue line. That's going to go down for an icing. Face-off controlled by Mankato. We'll send it into the far corner. Graham picks it up. Sent back in by Mankato. And now Caden will gather it. Taken away by Purple. Dean with it now in the corner. We'll skate behind the net. Send it up the boards. Looking for Everett. Everett sends it back to Dean. It's poked away by Mankato. And we're going to have a penalty there. And the Wildcats will get their fourth, I believe, power play of the evening. Mankato controls this face-off. Dean, though, able to pick it off. He spins around, centers one just out of the reach of Everett. Good look here by the Wildcats late. Mankato comes up center ice. He'll gain the blue line. Nifty little move there. Centering pass, but nobody was home on it. We'll fire a shot wide. That one rims around. Nolan will pick this one up in the corner and chip it up to Everett. Everett with it. He'll gain the red line. Now the blue line. Held in there by Wyatt. He'll chip it deep. Ethan and Everett watching there. And Mankato's able to break it out cleanly. Mankato down the right side. Circle behind the net. Fire a rocket shot, top corner. Not much Brody could do on that one. Pass out into the slot. And as we've seen, Mankato, they have some heavy shots. Picking a corner. Good save there by Brody. Picked up by Caden. Caden will come down the left side with it. Puck finds Ethan. Ethan will come down one-on-one. He sends one just out of the reach of Elliott. Bo will pick this one up in the corner. Puck bouncing around behind the net. Bo and Ethan there battling for it. And we've got a whistle and a save. 22 and counting left in the game here. So a tough one tonight for the team in white. Several of the boys battling some illness. Sure, they're already missing their buddy, number 82, Michael Haynes. But they'll be ready tomorrow as they get back into district action. They'll bring the energy, the juice, and they'll take on the Woodbury Royal tomorrow afternoon to get back in the win column. That's it for tonight from St. Thomas. Thanks for tuning in. We'll have more excitement tomorrow. That I can promise you. Take care.